going to be talking about some Indian movie news now, guys, and this came in from the Indian Express, and the headline, as you can see, is former RAW chief dismisses Shah Rukh Khan's Pathaan, Salman's Tiger as a waste of time. They are not accurate depictions.
Is it wrong, Stephen, that the first thing I thought when I read former Raw was WWE? Or WWF, is that I grew up with?
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it did come into my head. Raw.
John,
Raw.
the chap in question is Vikram Sood. He's the former head of the research and analysis wing, which is
He's
RAW.
a fucking real Debbie Downer, that's what he is.
Which is Indian's foreign intelligence agency recently stated that Shah Rukh Khan's star Pathaan is not an accurate depiction, and he doesn't plan on wasting time watching the film. Good for you, mate.
You're missing out. My
website just absolutely jumped there for some reason. Now, the fourth instalment in the YRF spy universe, the film tells the story of Pathaan, an exiled RAW agent who works with the ISI agent Rubina Mohsin Deepika Padukone to take down Jim.
Ridiculous in that film. It has to say somebody
played by John Abram, a former RAW agent and traitor who plans to attack India. The first Hindi film to gross 1,000 crore, have I said that right, John?
Yes.
Worldwide without a China release. Pathaan received much appreciation for its action sequences. Now, during a chat with the YouTuber Ranveer Alabadia, Sood was questioned by the interviewer about his thoughts on movies such as Pathaan and Tiger series, and the response to former RAW head said, "I think we haven't got the art to do this. They could do it better. They can be realistic. They are not realistic." Expanding on his viewpoint, Sood said, "Firstly, you are trying to make a James Bond movie, which is also not realistic." Good, that's a good comparison. Then you have this story of the ISI girl and a RAW man living happily ever after. Take a break, yeah. I haven't seen Pathaan, and I won't see it because I don't think it is. It's not an accurate depiction. Why waste my time? Listen, fair enough,
this
John.
This is very Martin Scorsese.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we've all got our own
film.
sort of taste in films, etc. John, most people when they're watching this, perhaps maybe don't realise we've seen the film now, and we've also reviewed it, and we do point out, John, that it's a film that you can't take too much serious in terms of it being a very safe action film for Shah Rukh Khan, on the back of perhaps some disappointing films 3-4 years ago. And I said I think he's played it safe here. I think it's just an all-out action film. Enjoy it, popcorn flick, don't read too much into it. And I think this is what this guy is trying to say in his own sort of way, that it's not the way it would be if it was in real life, but I don't think it'd be entertaining if it was in real life.
Stop getting spy films wrong.
I think your man Sood would prefer to watch a film where a guy sitting behind a desk doing all the paperwork for crashing a car and stuff.
I mean,
that's not action.
He's compared sort of Bridge of Spies by Steven Spielberg to how spy films are done, and that was a great movie. It was. I think it was Prisoners of War or something, or spies who had been captured and. I don't know if it was Soviet.
Yeah, but John, in terms of the actual genre, you've got to remember there is levels of sophistication when it comes to the action films. Yeah, I mean,
that wasn't even an action film. That was a drama film.
You throw in another genre to do that, and in this case, it's just all out action. There's nothing deep about this film. There's nothing too cerebral about it. You don't have to think much. It's just action. Good guy versus bad guy. Double cross and double agents, that kind of thing. It's fun.
I said during the reaction that look, there's a place for these films. Yeah, you've got all kinds of genres out there: comedy, romance, rom-coms, whatever you want to call them, drama, thrillers, sort of suspense, mystery films, action. Different levels of action within the action genre, horror. They've all got their place in the theatres. If you want to go and watch a sort of human condition drama film about a spy being caught behind enemy lines and being traded in this sort of deep story and all the tension and we're going to go to war with them over this and all of this stuff, and it's Tom Hanks as the lead, there's a place for that. If you want to go and watch a film like Pathaan and consume copious amounts of popcorn and soft drinks, whatever the fuck you drink, there's a place for that. There's not one or the other. No. You can have both. You can go and watch one, go out the theatre and go and watch another one. Yeah. In your house, or go to another theatre if they're out at the same time. It's not one or the other.
Which we'll be doing.
Really getting his
which we'll be doing with Oppenheimer.
Exactly.
We'll not be going, fucking hell, that was depressing.
Incidentally, Abhishek says I'm really excited for Oppenheimer. I plan to watch it the first day, first show. Yeah, I'm going to see it in IMAX. Absolutely have to watch that on the biggest screen possible.
As you do with Chris Nolan.
I just cannot wait to see this fucking nuclear bomb that he has recreated in practical.
Yeah.
My God, I'll pay the admittance fee just to see that.
Yeah, we saw the airport scene in Tenet, which was all practical as well, John. Very impressive.
So I'm fucking well up for Oppenheimer, and it's Cillian Murphy.
Yeah.
It's Robert Downey Jr. The
Big
cast is just unbelievable, and it's Nolan. Probably my favourite director.
First time I've seen Cillian as a lead for a Nolan film as well, which is going to be very interesting as well.
He's an incredible actor.
The guy deserves it. The guy deserves to be centre stage.
I don't know how you can have the career Cillian's had and still be underrated.
It's phenomenal, yeah.
It's slightly mental.
Yeah.
Because he is truly special.
John, reading the article though, and reading that headline, I think it does him a bit of a disservice, because I do understand his point, and you're absolutely right in terms of the comparison with what Scorsese was saying about comic book films. He wasn't exactly slating it or downing it or anything like that. He was looking at it from his perspective of his own taste, and what he thinks is a more accurate depiction of obviously his career, and he's used obviously that as an example. But I'll be honest, it's our first Shah Rukh Khan film, and I know we've done some movie news previous to this film's release when I think the trailer came out, and we knew the backstory of SRK's sort of dip in form in terms of his last 3-4 films prior to Pathaan. It was a safe thing to do, I think, and a lot of actors do that. They'll go for a safe film to sort of build those bridges again and reconnect with their audience and their fan base. I think it's a great film. I thought it was a very enjoyable, don't take it too serious type thing. But you can go with comparisons with James Bond. We said that, John. There's different elements in there. Die Hard is in there. Bourne's in there. Mission Impossible's in there. Mission Impossible is probably the best.
The Wrath of Khan's in there.
Yeah, I mean, Mission Impossible is probably the best example from a Western perspective to say that's not really how it works, you know. And we get that, we know that. We know it doesn't matter. It's entertainment. That's what the whole point it is, you know. And it's got its sort of audience. It's got its eyeballs that like that, and I do like that. I grew up in the 80s and 90s watching Arnold Schwarzenegger. It wasn't fucking Shakespeare, but it was enjoyable, and I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
What was your man in the 90s? The double guns, toting, boom, boom, boom. John
Woo, yeah.
John Woo,
I mean, Nick Cage and people like that, yeah.
So that was I'm used to seeing these kind of films, and obviously the Marvel stuff that's been out for the last 15 years.
Yeah.
Larger than life. We've obviously went in and watched S.S. Rajamouli movies, larger than life, sort of epic fantasy movies. And then you go and watch
I've got to say, when he picked up that boulder, I thought it was fucking bullshit.
It was actually a sacred statue, wasn't it?
Yeah. John, there's people that don't have patience for Triple R, let's be honest, and they call themselves movie pundits.
Yes, exactly. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Wonder who you could be speaking about, Stephen. Whoever could it be? No, I really enjoyed the film. There's a space for everything, every genre. I'll watch Marley and Me, then I'll go and watch Into the Spider-Verse. Yeah. Then I'll go and watch Schindler's List. Yep. Then I'll go and watch fucking Pathaan. Yeah. Then I'll go and watch 96.
For me, it would be Police Academy, then Godfather 2.
I'll watch everything, and there's a place for everything.
I'm a fan of all the films.
I'm a fan of all the films, apart from romantic shit. Unless it's 96.
The talkies. I like the talkies.
I do like the talkies. Being a Nolan, and not a Nolan. He likes to do talkies, but you can't hear half his fucking words. And it's exposition to explain the unbelievably convoluted fucking script that he's put together. And obviously, Tarantino, the fucking king of the talkies. Yeah. But yeah, man, I enjoyed the film. I loved the action. It was fucking mental. Over the top. I was laughing at the helicopter scene, obviously the train sequence, running up the carriages. I'm like, what the fuck am I watching here? You can't help but enjoy it.
Yeah, it's great.
You've got Salman Khan whipping people with a fucking handkerchief or whatever the hell it was, a scarf. Yeah. How can you not enjoy that? You go into a theatre or you watch it.
I loved that reveal as well, John. I loved the reveal of him.
I thought, it was fucking brilliant.
I thought, coffee cup, because I forgot he was in it. I thought for a moment it was obviously the female lead. I thought I'm trying to remember. It was Rubina, wasn't it?
Rubina,
The character, yeah.
Rubai, as they called her for the first
and I
half
thought, it can't be her, surely. And when he does appear, I'm like, of course.
Yeah, I mean, I knew he was there, and then
Yeah.
even I'm saying, that's Salman Khan.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
What's he doing here?
Yeah, prick. Listen, you know he's there. You spoke about it.
It's mental.
But I did say
Yeah.
watching it, there'd been a bigger reveal if you'd seen the other movies, and we've not seen
Well,
Extra
still-
Tiger.
Still got a
Tigers
buzz
in
from
the
it,
eye.
yeah.
But it was great, and we did
Yeah.
mention the bromance, the chemistry was there,
Mhm.
more than palpable.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking third episode that's went out, part that's went out there. It's
Yeah.
literally those two back to Stephen. I don't know if you've seen that thumbnail, incidentally.
I've not seen
They
it
get
yet.
your
no.
approval on
I
that
don't know.
thumbnail before it goes out, because it's kind of you doing the when Shah Rukh says men don't need painkillers,
Yeah. All right.
and then Salman touches him. Tiger touches Pathaan's
Yeah,
leg, and then
that's-
your face.
John,
I'm
I
like,
tell you something.
that
Do you know?
has to go on
Do you
the
know how it
thumbnail.
looks like? It looks like Dana Carvey. Doesn't it?
Oh yeah, I have to put that face.
Yeah,
That is
go for it,
fucking
man.
epic.
Yeah.
That will get people in, and I'm laughing my head off as I always am.
I look like Kermit the Frog.
That's fucking getting my head down.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I fucking enjoyed the film.
Yeah, it was
Laughed,
good. It was.
laughed at
Yeah.
bits.
Yeah.
The Pika's in there, fucking some unbelievable.
I mean, there was
outfits.
a drop in sort of
Prices, is
action. I think maybe after the half-hour mark where we did get drama, so it did have a little bit of drama in there as well. But yeah, the Pika John,
It's a fucking joke. Randy Singh.
she was
lucky
great.
bastard.
Yeah.
Lucky bastard.
Lucky bastard.
He fucking is. Lucky bastard.
I-
Abhishek says you're right. It was a safe thing from
Yeah.
SRK. It's not even his top 10 best performance, and I think fans understand that's why it did so well in box office.
Yeah.
His fans just wanted to see him. He says that. We recognise
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It was a safe return back to film. We just picked the sort of populist option.
Yeah.
But he's doing another one, I think, with VJ Sethupathi, and I fucking love VJ Sethupathi. I was just about to say VJ, but that's Joseph, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we can't commit sacrilege. Blaspheming.
Yeah.
So we'll put Sethupathi in.
Yeah.
But yeah, really enjoyed the film. How's going round it up though?